All right, test 1 2 3, test 1 2 3. Looks like we're good to go, everybody. Hope you guys are all having a good night. It is a late night here tonight, and I wanted to give you guys just a little bit of an update about what's going on with Bitcoin. These midnight streams are going to become a thing here pretty commonly over the next few weeks here, so getting used to it, getting more excited about it. And so I'm not just going to be doing this when the market's kind of going all over the place. I'm going to try to make this a normal time for me where I stream for maybe an hour starting from 12 to 1 or maybe 11 to 1 o'clock. I'm probably not going to stay streaming later than 1 o'clock just because I got to get to sleep here. However, things have been looking good for the market. Right now, Bitcoin's up almost $1,000 here, and this is a good opportunity for today, us breaking above that level of resistance we've been talking about and trying to head back up towards $69,000, $70,000. It's going to be a hard battle, but I think we have the opportunity at least to do it today where, you know, the last few weeks, everything was really bearish until we had that good CPI data coming in. So, and hey, Villa, happy to see my man again. And hey, Razvan, happy to see my man from Romania. Oh, I haven't been to Romania before. I should have to go visit over there. So this is going to be a slower stream here, just trying to be a little more chill, I would say. I haven't been live since this late in a while here, so I think it's probably going to take me a few minutes to get the algorithm to actually notice I'm even here. So we're going to see how this works out, everybody. All right, so anyway, let's go over here towards the stream. Make sure everything's working right there. All right, actually, things looking actually pretty good here. So, oh, and hey, Tyson, happy to see my man. I'm going to be doing more of them, Tyson. Definitely doing more of these suckers here. So, right now, guys, if you guys were here during the earlier stream throughout the day, I was telling you guys how I was looking for an opportunity to bounce off the 50-day moving average, and then from there, we start making a push up here towards 68, 69, and if we're lucky, go all the way up here towards $70,000. And at this point, we've actually had a nice little pop. We've been looking on the 15-minute chart waiting for that breakout, and guess what? We did have that breakout right here, change of character, break structures, all looking pretty nice. And of course, we had a full false move, and then we are having that nice move at this point in time. We still have to deal with some of these short-term levels of resistance. I think you guys understand that. Kind of around $66,500 at this point in time, but we're on the right path. Things are looking good. The 4-hour chart, like we talked about before, a golden cross is going to be coming. It might not be an easy, straight launch, but at least we can go here for tomorrow to have a nice day in case we don't have the momentum right now. Tomorrow's Friday, that's gonna be the last day of the week as far as we're concerned with the dollar index and everything like that. The dollar index right now is like kind of flat. We can check it out here very fast, and I think as long as it's okay going into this weekend, I think we're gonna be okay. So let's go over here to the daily chart. Oh, get out of this. This is that previous line we had drawn, basically showing, hey, if you want to get really bullish with Bitcoin, all you want to see happen is you want to see us break down below this trend line. Now, let me get rid of everything very fast because I don't want to have all those lines on there. You can see that we haven't broken down just yet. We're close, but we're bouncing off of support just like we did over here. Bounce, bounce, bounce. That's the goal at this point in time. I'm hoping, actually, let me go back over here and have that line on there just so you guys can see it when I change time frames. There we are. I'm hoping that this continues to come down for tomorrow, and that should give the market as a whole a reason to go up. Not just the stock market, not just the crypto market, everything should be doing very well here, and that's the goal. You can even see on the daily chart right now, we just had a little bit of a change of character. We normally don't look at it too much on the Forex charts because it's been so volatile as of late, but I think they've still been pretty useful. I'm going to pop open this very fast just so you guys can see what it's been like normally. So, get rid of all that type of stuff. You can see generally when we have these signals, they usually work out pretty well. It's not like, they're life-changing signals or anything like that. But, we usually do make a move down. We usually do make a move down, do make a move down, do make a move down, do make a move down. Not always making a move up, but that was kind of a weird thing right there. Again, inflation data can be crazy. However, they generally do have a small move here. Not always, but generally. So I'm hoping that today, with this bearish move that we kind of have confirmed, that sometime tomorrow or even maybe next week, we eventually break down below this, leading Bitcoin to hit all-time highs. Bitcoin hitting all-time highs is not the same as altcoins hitting all-time highs, but I think what I'm going to do in a few minutes is dollar cost average a little bit more into my Fairdesk account. I told you guys I was going to do this today, but I kind of forgot actually. So I got things like Arbitrum I'm looking to invest in more. You can see a lot of my tokens. I haven't dollar cost average enough, so they're kind of still pretty far away. So I'm thinking of maybe adding $50 to $100 for some of these positions and just, you know, keeping track of them, because we do have more green showing up on the chart. Not a lot yet, just yet, but we got more. And since I have a lot of money, I'm tossing at all these dollar cost averages. I think I'm still going to be more inclined to go all in on altcoins and not necessarily Bitcoin. I say that already having a large position in Bitcoin already. I'm just talking about for dollar cost averaging purposes. I think I'd rather be going into altcoins because I see more upside there at this point in time. Still more risk overall, but I've been enjoying it. So again, today, what you guys are hoping for is a breakout, holding the 50-day moving average, and continuing to move higher. I believe that we start going up to $70,000 and above, again, all-time highs and whatnot up here to 74, 75, once we start breaking down from this dollar index. So if you guys have the opportunity, add these two charts, just keep a close eye on it, and I think we're going to be looking for some good moves here soon. Again, we might not just crash through, we may bounce up and then come through. All of that's possible. Give it some time, but once we have that confirmation, usually things work out pretty well for us. You could even imagine right here when we had this last breakdown, took a little bit of time for that ultimate move, still happened. Even over here when it wasn't as volatile, we still had a move right there, and it eventually did come back down a little bit. Not always the big ones, but again, right now, inflation was higher, higher, higher. We finally had inflation be good to us. So hopefully that'll work in the opposite manner, if you will. All right, so as far as everything else is doing right now, we know Bitcoin's trying to break out, go up higher. It's been doing fine so far. Bullish change of character. Everything's good. Ethereum, not looking the best, to be honest. We've all been talking about, you know, Bitcoin versus Ethereum, Bitcoin to altcoins, Bitcoin dominance, all that type of stuff. Bitcoin is obviously winning all of these battles. But, you know, these are where I see some opportunities for altcoins to actually flip around here and have some nicer moves. Now, I know I have this pennant on here and I don't necessarily like it. So what I'm going to do instead is just start to show you guys some of these overall trends. If you guys want to get very bullish with things like Ethereum, you could always play that swing right there, wait for that breakout, and then you guys could do a swing trade right there for an actual swing trade. In my opinion, it's not just going to go straight up to $4,000. Bitcoin will be at all-time highs, but Ethereum won't. Well, actually, what am I talking about? Ethereum hasn't even reached all-time highs. We still got a way to go. So basically, a good way to actually express this is we're going to have a small breakout right there. All it's going to do is take us back up here towards maybe $3,800, maybe $3,900. This breakout, I think, is the big one that everybody's really hoping for. Give it a few more weeks, guys, as far as altcoins, but I think still continuing to dollar cost average right now is still going to be the way to go. These weekly charts are just brutal no matter which tokens you look at. A lot of them are brutal. Right now, we talked about Solana. Oh, look at that. Who called Solana earlier today? I did. Mostly because of that 50-day moving average holding, bumping. This is what I want to see Bitcoin do by the end of the day. But if you guys are in this, you know, you guys are getting close to that scale out point, so just be careful with it. But again, a nice move that we're looking at. Oh, one thing here, and hey, Maddox, happy to see me, man. One thing I wanted to remind you guys of is, what was it? Oh, okay. So I talked with CryptoFace. If you guys don't know him, he runs a large channel. Go check him out. Tomorrow we're gonna he's gonna hook me up with his market cipher, so I'll be able to show that to you guys also while I'm streaming. So I'll have a whole layout dedicated just to that, just like I have one right now to like Lux Algo and whatnot, where I have well, I guess it's not actually hooked up right now properly, but oh, Bitcoin's actually going boom. We can watch Bitcoin here in a second, but you know, let's go to Bitcoin 5-minute chart going higher. There we are. But I will have access to Market Cipher here pretty soon. And if you guys don't know, Market Cipher, there you go. That way you guys have been asking me questions about it. I'll actually be able to show you guys what I see. And then if you guys want me to confirm something you see while using it, because I know a couple of you guys use it, I can at least say, hey, I know what you're looking at. I see it as well, and that type of stuff. Because I haven't had it, I just haven't been able to answer a lot of your questions. But I'm going to be talking with him tomorrow. I'll get access to all this stuff, and then it's going to take me maybe a week to learn how to use it in and out. I also have that trip up to Austin soon for the crypto conference, blockchain conference consensus. So my time is going to be kind of limited here, but should still be fine. So, you know, I'm hoping for some good stuff here coming up. And hey, Rosa, Rusbe, I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. Appreciate it, my man. Late Nights with Mike, thank you very much. And hey, Multi-Stacker. Can you look at Aero Finance? Yeah, I heard that one was doing well earlier this day. Let's go over here to crypto, though. I guess Coinbase is probably the best way to go about it. How's it doing so far? Yeah, look at this. A few days ago, definitely had a nice pop. How much did it move up? Because I know it's a lower market cap one. 34%. Holy shit. Okay. So it's basically trying to do a dip and rip. If you're waiting for that confirmation, it's almost there. You can see that breakout looking to happen. Daily charts bullish. 4-hour charts bullish. Bullish enough. 2-hour. So you might see this as a good opportunity to buy, but it might do something like this and then rip with another breakout that's more powerful over here. So I'd be cautiously dollar cost averaging for a move to happen. You're almost getting into swing trade territory here, but I still think it's okay. I would still rather be holding this right now. My stop loss wouldn't really be until it starts to break down below this level of support way back over here around $1.03. And you're like 4 cents away from it, but I would still give it an opportunity just because Bitcoin's turning around at this point in time and it still looks good. You do have a few extreme Fibonacci levels to be looking at. That's the only thing I would say, like, you know, make sure you try to keep it realistic by your scale out levels. Your first one is here. This one is not the most important. You can see it already hit that level, got rejected off of both for nice little moves, but good scale out points, really good moves. The one you're going to be using now, of course, is probably this low point to this high point to this low point over here. So you don't know exactly if that's the bottom, you know, but let's peel this up a little bit more. Short-term matching up right there. You have a little bit. Oh, what the heck is that? What is that supposed to be? Got it? What is that? There you go. Oh, a lot of my stuff got whacked out. Hold on a second here. If it's gonna get whacked out, I know I can fix it, but I didn't expect all these windows to be open here. This is the problem. Oh, I reset my computer. Haha. My computer was letting me know I had an update, so I was like, ah, okay, might as well do that. There we go. We're back to normal. We're back to normal. All right, but you do got a big level of resistance if you're buying right now at 111. So that's the day trade right now, 107 to 111, basically the day trade here. Afterwards, if you want to hold for a little bit longer, or if you want to use this as a scale out point instead of an actual just close position point, you're going to be aiming for 117. Again, matches up pretty well. Afterwards, if you're looking for some of those larger moves, it's going to be a little bit more difficult here. That's all the way up here at $1.39. I would not be aiming for that. I would be aiming for something in the 1.25 range to 1.31 range. Or basically right here. Or it's going to be 0.618 level to 0.786 level. Yeah, there we go. So let me back out of this because the magnet's still on. Basically matching up with this right here, that zone. I'd much rather be trying to scale out there as my last official scale out. But that's all the way up here around $1.28. I might start really going heavily selling at 125 if you're looking for a swing trade. That's already going to be difficult enough, don't get me wrong. That's why I said that today's is that day trade to 1 up at 111. But let me see. Let's see. What's right here? I mean, it's already making a move right now, so it's going to be hard to actually buy into it. But, you know, this breakout should give you a little bit more leeway to get back up here towards 111. Yeah, this thing's already making a push for it as we speak. I'm assuming Bitcoin's still making a move here too. Yeah, it ran up until resistance level we were talking about. Doesn't have to be this precise level, but point is there is a level of resistance. And maybe I would add on I said the Luxalgo thing on here, then let's add some order blocks. Maybe 5. That should give you enough wiggle room here. There we go. Okay. Then you can see that level of resistance there and what it actually means for the price action. We're in a good spot here, guys. Bitcoin's already up at 1,100 bucks. We're good. Oh, gosh. So I tried to drill into this cigar a little bit more to see if it would actually work, and no, it didn't work. I almost cracked this sucker open trying to get it to properly light. So all the problem is right here. So I think what I'm going to do is my next cigar, I'm going to try to hollow out this area a little bit because it seems like, you know, the only part that I can't manipulate is the very part where my mouth touches. We'll see how this works instead. All right. And hey, Ryan, happy to see you starting my night at work with a stream now and ending my work night with a stream. There you go, man. Do I use bot trading? No, I do not. No, I do not. I have my strategy. My strategy is very simple. If you look at my channel, I post multiple videos about it. I think it's the best one for beginner traders. You can always add extra stuff. You can always make it more extreme by, you know, taking more risk, like, you know, as you kind of go down the list of how I like to trade. But typically, I have a very simple strategy for trading. When times are good, I really trade heavily, like a lot. When times are kind of slow, like right now, I pretty much do a few day trades and that's about it. I don't really try to trade all too much, just because the swing trades usually aren't there. If you've been trying to swing trade this market, it's just been brutal the last few weeks. You buy, it goes up a teeny bit, and then it crashes before you can really take some of those good profits that you've been hoping for. So you've been really doing some maybe, how have I described, like 24 to 30 hour trades? That's like the prime sweet spot, but people have been looking for 48 hour, you know, 72 hour type of trades, and they just haven't been able to manifest lately, and it's really been making things difficult because a lot of times, you know, you hold too long, just a little bit too long, and then boom, it comes down. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes it's just not really worth it, so you're just really hoping for those moves where everything's volatile, then you're good to go. For instance, I don't know, like we just talked about with the Aero Finance, that short move is all I'd be looking for right there, right now. Somebody just said that Link is still ripping right now. Link is definitely still going up at this point in time. Here's the 15-minute chart. Yeah, it's still going up here, higher and higher and higher. But the way I trade this type of stuff, you know, this is how I'd be trading right now. This is just me. And again, there's a fault to it. I just like to make money. Let's say I buy this change of character right here. My price target's right there. Not all the way up here. It's just right here. If we break out there and we consolidate, maybe I'll take another position to go higher, but that's going to be a scalp, and I'd be selling that scalp right here afterwards. I'm doing very small trades. See, right? You can buy this move right here. It'll chug along for a little bit. You're fine. Comes up here. I'm out. I sell. Sometimes it's for better, sometimes for worse. Then I see a change of character right here. I buy again, and I sell right there. And you can see it keeps on going higher. It's still going higher. But all I want to do is just make my money and run. That's the type of environment I feel like we're in right now. You can always hope for more money, and that's perfectly fine because the bullishness can continue to stay, you know? But for me, I have these hard targets because when I trade, I do something called price targets. I use that tool. So any exchange that you guys trade with, if you guys open a position, it'll have something called its target price or a stop loss. So let's say I open a trade, but I'm going to go take my dog outside. I'm going to go on a walk. I'm going to go grab some lunch or go on a walk on the beach or something like that. That trade will be open and it'll close when it hits that level. That way I know the money is locked in. Too many times I've come back after, you know, not paying attention, and the price has hit my target, but it's come back down, and so I've lost all that profit because I wasn't able to sell. Out of my own personal mistake, though, so it's not like crazy. Oh, Loom is up 15% right now. I don't think I have any Loom, do I? No, I have Lena, Link, Lever, Looks. Those are my tokens that I have. Probably not the best day to buy Loom when it's up 15% though. But I mean, look at this. This is what I'm hoping for a lot of tokens over the next few weeks. I'm hoping that even though they've been having some rough times, they can still have some nice moves. As far as, you know, Loom is concerned right now, look at that big level of resistance. I'd be selling right now. I wouldn't be holding throughout this mess. If we have a breakout above that, I'll rebuy. But for the most part here, you guys know I've been dollar cost averaging. That's been the way to go. What I'm actually going to do right now is just buy a little bit more of some tokens here. Not a lot, because I just want to average down a little bit. But for Arbitrum, I think I'm going to go here and buy 75 bucks with a 2x leverage more. I want to bring that dollar cost average down, or that average down, excuse me. And then anything else I need to really get into here. Moved it down a little bit more. SLP, I've put enough money into SLP for now. Reef was good to me last time. How's it doing so far? It's not terrible. My average isn't terrible, but it could be better, I would say. Let's just add another $50 in here. I got so many positions on so many different accounts, but they're all minor positions. It's not like I'm tossing, well, Okay, there's thousands and thousands of dollars if you put it all together, but not thousands and thousands of dollars for each position. Let's see. That's fine. What else can I do? You know, Bohm is getting close to coming back to profit. Book of Meme, that's interesting. I mean, yeah, Book of Meme, it's having higher lows here. It's still doing well. It was actually profitable here for a little bit yesterday. Let me add another $50 here just to keep the ball rolling on this one. I don't think I need to do much else besides that. And maybe Key is one. Maybe Key will be the last one for now. I'll have to add a little bit more money in here eventually, but yeah, this is something I need to double down into. 75 bucks, I'll toss it in there. That should bring down the leverage, I think, enough at this point. Yeah, good enough. My poor XRP isn't doing so hot. World token still seems to be doing okay. I'm still wondering if I should be putting more money into this. And I kind of want to. Maybe I'm betting big on World token this time around, just like I did before. And I'm hoping this will get me some good money, especially as Sam Altman's having more stuff come out. Sam Altman's part of this. You know, if we can have the AI guy in part of a crypto token, usually I'm expecting that to have a pretty big boom. And you can see how it did have a larger move over the past few weeks. Only problem is I just averaged up. But what is this? What's the market cap for World token right now? Let's see, WorldCoin. See, it's already at $1 billion, but I'm thinking it can get back up there to a decent market cap. Go to like a month ago, it was all the way back up here at 1.26. Go to a year ago, just a little bit ago, you know, it was all the way up here at about 1.57. I think it can go much higher during this cycle, so I'll give it some extra dough here. Now, let me just double check Bitcoin to see how it's doing. It's still trying to break out here. Anything actually going up a lot? We got Floki, Milady token doing pretty well today. So meme tokens as a whole, AVEX. Is GameStop doing well pre-market or post-market? No, oh no, it's not. We got a few minutes left to wait. I would still tell you guys, I want to buy some GameStop this morning and see where it goes. Anything else? Engines popping off right now. EOS. Yeah, we're seeing altcoins take some moves back up here after having an abysmal month and a half. Fetch AI. AI tokens aren't moving up at all. That makes me kind of want to buy them for some of these smaller breakouts. Let's go over here to the 4-hour chart. What are we looking at? Breakout, retest, going back up here to 244. Maybe I'll try a day trade on that one. Let me see. Just in case I have to sign in again. So Fetch AI, this wouldn't be the worst trade out there, but the stop loss is either going to be down here at 222 or it's going to be over here at 215. Let's make it moderate at 220. So let me go over here and let's go over to Fetch. And of course, as soon as I talk about it, it starts popping up. That's not good. Okay, well, let's see. Let's see if I can hurry up and get in here. I hate buying now because usually it comes back down, but I'm just trying to get a position open right now so I can forget about it. So let's toss in $1,000 with a 20x leverage. Yeah, I think that's fine. It goes up to like a... Oh, come on, fill my order, fill my order. I only got half the order filled, so we'll see if anybody wants to sell to me basically at this point. I'm not going to go chasing the high evaluations. Knowing my luck at this point, though, you'd probably see this thing pop and me have to chase to get up. I only have 2,400 out of the 8,600 I'm looking for. I'm hoping it cools off a little bit. I think it will. I think it should. You know, we're hitting for a resistance level. Get rejected a little bit. Yeah, it's filling up slowly. Slowly, I would say. Now, please don't let it just blow up without me. I'd feel bad about that. Oh yeah, Bitcoin's coming back down a little bit. Fetch is going to have to come back down too. It'll have to, I hope. All right, so I think we're good. Solana's up a little bit. There's a few tokens making some good day trades. What's the best Solana pair for Coinbase? Is it Ethereum? I would say if you like to trade it, probably I've seen the majority of people do that pair, yes. I don't know if it's the best though, but that's just what I see most people doing. Was looking more for an entry point for a much longer term bag until the end of the run. I believe Era will do very, very well. Oh, for that, you're just going to be dollar cost averaging at that point. It's already come down a decent amount. It kind of ran up a little bit earlier than other tokens, but I would say it's much more of just a dollar cost average. But you're going to be looking to dollar cost average over like a month and a half. All that capital, thinking I'm trying to like push it in at that point in time. There are a few tokens where maybe, you know, you can kind of let it grind out because you're at the beginning of a downtrend where you think it might be kind of different. This time around, it's like, ooh, you know, oh, are you fucking kidding me? All right, what do you call? I rushed into Fetch AI, and it's going up without me. And I'm thinking, like, do I buy more? Do I buy more, or is it going to come back down? I'm not entirely sure, but my position isn't getting filled all the way. So what I think I'm going to do is actually chase it here. I'll be a dumbass. Let me just toss another $700 into it. No. 700, yeah, $700. 20x. Let's go up here. Let's see how that works out now. 1800. Please stop going up for a second so I can buy some. Orders filling slowly. I might just have to accept I didn't get into the trade at the price I wanted. But I think what I'll do is I'll just leave it there and see what happens. Because I'm already up 2% at this point, 3%. That 3% up is already like 30 bucks. So I'm less like, ugh. Wait, it's breathing. It's breathing down a little bit. Yeah, there you go. It's getting filled up a little bit easier now. Yeah, a lot easier now. Oh, thank God. All right. Makes my life just a little bit easier, as I would say. Yeah, there we go. All right. Back over to Bitcoin here. Hate when it does that type of stuff. Oh yeah, Bitcoin's coming down. So let me... Actually, I think I'll be fine there. All I need to do here is just... I just need to place a stop loss on Fetch. And I said that was going to be somewhere around that 15-minute chart very fast. Around 220. 2.20. And then for price target, I'll just kind of wing it here and see what happens. And of course, it didn't get filled again. Is it still going up here? No, Fairdesk is just a little bit more bullish. Okay, that's fine. $1,000. Yeah, it's coming down. Okay, it'll kick it over to me in a second. All right, back up here to Bitcoin. All right. What's the capital? Wait, what do you mean? What's my, like, Washington, D.C.? I don't know what you mean. Am I in any trade yet? Right now, I've just been dollar cost averaging. I told you guys about a Solana trade earlier today. I kind of took a nap, so I didn't take the trade, but it ended up working out okay. As far as right now, I'm looking at AI tokens because they haven't moved up a lot. I'm looking for a day trade though, nothing special at all. World token is some, oh, well, it's already going up. World token is something I was looking at. Again, you know, Ajax is probably something, but that's also moving up here. Fetch AI is also going to be something I'm looking at. There's a few different plays out there, but for me, it looks like AI is the realm for day trading for right now. If you're looking for something volatile that you want to do a little bit of day trading, Loom is going to be one. But again, this thing's already rallied up, so you're waiting for a consolidation, then another breakout somewhere over here, and you're waiting for that. It might not even be that actual pattern. Anything else? What I would recommend if you guys are looking for tokens out there, I would go over and start looking at 4-hour charts and looking at some of these moving averages. You can see Bitcoin right now is at a big level of resistance. It's going to try to break out. That's the goal for it at this point in time. Ethereum's at a level of resistance. It may be able to break back out towards $3,100 later on today. For me, I think I might have some trouble getting back above that 200 on the 4-hour chart. Solana already had all those moves. We talked about all those breakouts, change of characters, you name it. Dogecoin, a breakout retest. Looks like it can go up a little bit higher. Dog with hat. A little bit too volatile for me. This thing has been whiplashing all over the place. If you want to use this as the support level as a stop loss and just try to see if you can get back up here to 302, that could be something. For me though, Bonk, Miro's grinding, but not great. Pepe, no. Engine tokens at the beginning of a move breaking out. Engine token can go up as high as 33 cents today. ICP's making a push back up, maybe back up here to 1305. Not the best play either. Link continues to move higher, so maybe this could be something. Pendle's moving up. Again, you're just looking at a lot of resistance levels being broken right now, or at least attempted to be broken. And let me see. There we are. I think that's good enough for now. How's oil doing? Is oil breaking down finally? Oh my god, oil is breaking down finally. Wow. Well, good thing I sold my oil stocks. Well, maybe it'll be a good thing. I'm not entirely sure. There you go. But you can see there's a lot of breakouts happening at this point. I keep on forgetting to smoke my cigar. Where are those little... Huh. All right, there we are. So I'm keeping track of these trades right now, and I'll let you know how they do. But right now, it's basically just AI. Do I ever short with my strategy or strictly buying? I short. It's mostly I just like to short when I know it's a confirmed bear market. So typically the way I trade is, you know how I like to have the momentum on my side? In a bull market, it's usually just longs. I can short in it, and I do short sometimes. It's just, again, it's more day trading shorts. It's not swing trading shorts all too much. So a good example of this is if I pull up this one. This is the day trading one. All right, and let me add the smart money concepts just so you can kind of see the easy and selling buy signals. So I'm not going to go over my strategy as a whole, but you get the gist. So when you have the bullish change of character on the weekly chart, typically, you know, when it's green, everything usually works pretty well for you, pretty well. When it's red, you might have to wait a little bit of time, but it can work out pretty well. It does work out pretty well. But when it's green, I'm much more optimistic and I'm much more bullish. At this point in time, we've kind of have something weird going on where it's the bullish, but with the MACD is bearish, the RSI was bearish, stochastic was bearish over here, and like it is bearish right now. I'm hoping for all of these to turn bullish again, which will take a few weeks, but that next leg should take us above, like, you know, 80,000, maybe 90,000 over the next few months if CPI data can just, you know, keep us going. But you can see everything's bullish right here at this point. Now, during these times, primarily you're going to look at the MACD and the RSI. Those are the easiest things to look at. The stochastic is good, but I prefer to use it more in... This is not the right settings. Yeah, that's weird. I prefer to use it a lot more when it comes to the daily chart, but you can see it looks a lot better right there. All right, so now that we know this is all kind of green, everything is pretty good. Usually in these time frames, when you see a break of structure or just green, you see the MACD is green right here, right there. Stochastic is green, RSI is green. I'll usually buy up right there, and I'll hold for weeks and weeks and weeks because this is a Bitcoin bull market. And then from there, you're just going to be using some simple Fibonacci levels. This could be one right there. Well, you're doing that breakout, so you're going to be looking at that or that. Wow, look at that. You know, look at it. Or you can go even a little bit higher here and go from there to there, then it actually reach up to that next one. Maybe if we take log off, it matches up. No, not really different. But anyway, you know, I can look to buy right over here, and I can aim for some of these price targets because, again, you're holding for weeks and weeks and months because it's a bull market. However, I think the real profit comes not just from swing trading on the weekly charts, but on the daily charts. Because, again, you wait for that green signal to buy right here. And during that time, you're looking to see what's happening on the daily chart and on the weekly chart. So even if I may take a small, like a loss right here or a loss right here, these moves make up for it and more, if that makes sense. And also, when you see a bullish move like this, usually, let me see if I can pull this out. Well, it's going to be hard. Usually the MACD isn't giving you the full signal here, which is kind of hard to show right here. Usually you're not going to get everything. As weird as that sounds, like the RSI is off, the stochastic's off. So typically you're not going to be going long right here. You're going to be going long up here. It's kind of a weird strategy, but it works for me. One thing though, again, when you're shorting, it's still good. You look for the pattern, head and shoulder, head, shoulders, breakdown. We also had a large support loss right here. Boom, continues on, especially during a bear market when everything's falling apart, which it can fall apart really fast. So that change of character there, bearish, bearish down here and bearish down here. I would say it really got bearish. I would say I was always bearish for a while. Stochastic was kind of jumpy here, but the momentum was on the right side. And the RSI was actually kind of spotty, but still on the right side here. So it didn't get bearish until maybe the 1st of May. Is it the 1st of May? 2nd of May. So one day after that turned bearish, you kind of had that signal to start shorting. And it ended up working out. Right here, again, it's all bearish. So you don't buy when the weekly chart's bearish. And you play it again. Play it again. Over here, you could try to play it. Oh, well, let me see. Bearish, bearish. Yeah, everything was bearish right here. You could try to play this. It didn't work out, obviously. Your stop loss would be up here. So your stop loss wouldn't have hit. It would eventually made you money. But, you never want to just assume something like that. So I would still consider this a loss. Even if you had your stop loss over here, it's just still a loss at that point. And then, of course, you can trade it right there. But that's FTX having their issues. There we are. Control your emotions. What kind of cigar? I don't know. I smoke a lot of cigars. I like Maduros primarily, or just more full-bodied cigars. This one is a let me see if I can find it very fast. I'm not going to find it easily. What the heck is going on? Okay, there we go. So it's an H. Upmann. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. No, I can't find it. It's gonna be too difficult. This is a little bit more of a rare Cuban cigar, but it's really, really good. Basically it's a H. Upmann La Costa de Habano. It's a special type of one. I think it's called like a Royal Robusto or something. It's basically this. Basically that. It's from 2004. That's the box that it comes in. Mine's not from 2004. A box of 10 cost $150 back in 2004. I don't know what that'd be in today's money. I'm not really sure, but I mean, let's see. Cigar, Robusto, price. I'm sure you could find it nowadays, though. Selected cigars. They might not ship to America after all. Okay, I can't pronounce this type of stuff. Yeah, I can't pronounce that. It's not in English. But I would assume it's probably anywhere between like a $20 to $30 cigar outside the US, maybe a 20, 30 euros. That's what I'm used to looking at them for. But you know, I wouldn't say it's a fancy cigar. It's a good cigar. It's a Cuban. But this particular box that I have is like complete shit, to be honest. Hence why I have to get a tool to fix these cigars up, but it's just not worth my time at this point. Yeah, it's just not worth it. It's been irritating me every day that I try to smoke these suckers. Which is a shame because the construction isn't my favorite. These I think were made back in 2020 during COVID, so they have really bad construction that year for Cubans. But the flavor is amazing. Great flavor. It's just that they can't stay lit enough for me to really enjoy them, which is already bad enough because I talk so much during my streams. I can't just like I do a little puff. A good cigar, like when I smoke at the cigar lounges, I can smoke a cigar for like an hour and a half. Like, you know, I got some nice cigars. I got some nice Churchills, the Davidoffs. Oof. But this one just doesn't stay lit. It's a problem. And hey, Roddy, good morning, my man. I always use log scale on fibs. Anything over daily TF. Oh, time frames. Yeah. I always go back and forth. I usually look at it with log, and then depending on how I like it, I'll toggle off and on log and just see if it makes any difference. Usually, you're going to be right. That usually just works out better that way. Swap soul in for fetch. Oh, what do you call? You don't have to do that. I mean, right now, I'm just hoping that this consolidation continues on through the morning. I have my stop loss. I don't necessarily have a price target yet, but I would say that, you know, at this point, Fetch AI, it's just consolidating. I mean, I bought at resistance. It's not typically what you're supposed to do, but I really didn't care. I was just like, I wanted to be in this sooner rather than later. I see a whole bunch of stuff up 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 15% right now, and I see Fetch and all these AI tokens up like 1, 2, 3%. I'm like, maybe they're going to catch up later on through the day, and maybe I can make some money off it. I'm not hoping for the largest move, but I'm just hoping for something a little bit more like little dip and rip type of thing. It can try to rip now if it wants to, but if it rips all the way up here now, I'd just sell it and be done with it. If it has more time to cook, I'd be more likely to hold for the next few days going into the weekend. You know, but again, we'll have to wait and see exactly how bullish this sucker is. I would say it's okay bullish right now. Even Bitcoin looks like it may need to cook a little bit more before making that ultimate higher move. There you go. But at least on the 15-minute chart, Bitcoin did have a breakout, looking to retest possibly. How's my lighter game? I got some nice stuff. What's the lighter I have? Oh gosh, I'm gonna look it off the screen very fast. I always forget the name of it. It's fancy, but not fancy, if that makes sense. I want to go to lighters. Usages for cigars. Can I go by color? I think I can. Chrome, brass, flame, torch. Silver. There it is. I got this little sucker. Okay, it was there a second ago and it just disappeared. Oh, there you go. A 220 euro maxi jet. They're great. It's great. Works very, very well. Little sucker, and I love it. I like the fact that it's so shiny on the top, so you can actually see yourself lighting the cigar, so you don't feel like you're missing any spots. It's great. I'd highly recommend it. 220 euros worth. Debatable, but I guess the brand is pretty good. ST DuPont. And hey, Yogi. I mean, I would say right now, yeah, Bitcoin's still consolidating. You're basically looking at a little bit of resistance right up here from the last few hours. And then we're bouncing off of some of these moving averages here, whether it be the 200 on the 4 or more primarily the 50 on the daily right there. All we're looking for is to cook right here for a little bit and have that big breakout. That's what I'm looking for. It may take a few hours, it may take a day or something, but I'm waiting for that breakout, and then I'm hoping to make some good money on those trades that I have that are long right now. Auto, there we go. Hey, multi-sector. Let's see. Uxto, is that for me or? Wait, multi-sector, is that question for me? Because I don't know what Uxto is. I don't know. Ethereum is. Oh, hey, Cleo. Is Ethereum doing something right now? Ooh, Ethereum. Look at that. And of course, it gets smack dab rejected by resistance like everything else right now. But I mean, those are the moves you're looking for at this point. Those are some of the things you want to see. Some nice, strong moves, something healthy. And then from there, you can have some fun with it. But right now, everything's cooling off just a little bit. It's over there. More. Even some of the things we're just talking about, like Loom is cooling off by a couple % at this point. No worries, Roosevelt. I enjoy my local mower. Where are we? No irritation. Hey, Roy. Yeah, I like the SD Pond. It's a nice one. The Maxi Jet, it's absolutely fantastic. It's not too big. It fits in my pocket. It just fits in my pocket, and it fits inside suit pockets very, very easily. I used to have some of those larger jet lighters, and they were really useful. They hold a lot of fuel, so you don't have to really replace the fuel all too often. But man, it just got kind of clunky. And these things, I mean, they literally just slip. I feel like these are made to be elegant. You know what I mean? Elegance. And maybe I'm not the most elegant guy out there, but I got some elegant stuff. So I guess that's good enough for me. Let me double check. Good. All right. There we are. How's the market looking? Everything still seems to be up right now, except for the Dow. But the Dow, it's over 40,000 bucks right now. That's still a really good day. Let me see how everything's doing in the last hour. I'm gonna open up my Blackberry sparkling water. I mean, this is the last hour. Lido Dow is up 6%. Rune is up 5. Ondo's up 6. Bitcoin Cash up 4. Optimism's up. We're seeing a lot of nice moves in the market so far. Is anything actually down? Tau is down a little bit. And Immutable X. Everything else seems to be moving up in the right direction. Let me do one last little check here to see what's going on the top 200 here, or the $100 to $200, 100 to 200 market cap range. Up 5%, 4%, anything down. You get a little bit more stuff that's down, but it's like 0.0%, 0.1%, 0.8%, 1%, 2%. It's not bad right now. Last 24 hours, you're really getting some stuff cooking. Not token. This seems to be very, very volatile, so I don't trust that looking chart here. So it's probably not down 53%. But Ribbon Finance is down a little bit. Rocket Pool is down a little bit. So there are some things still coming down. Most stuff, it looks like, is coming up. Most stuff is coming up. Liverpool Stats, Zeta Chain, FTX token. Yeah, who likes FTX token? Jesus. Jito's down a little bit here, but it's up a lot over the past few days. I have this token here as one of my watch lists. I've had it for a while, but I don't know. I haven't actually kept track of it. There are a lot of tokens I just don't keep track of. Oh, it actually came back up a little bit after that spike back in April. I'm surprised. I thought it might be still hovering around $3 right now. That's what most altcoins are doing. Hey, Gambit, happy to see you, man. Moray. Oh, what do you call my stomach? Yeah, my stomach's all fixed up, dude. It was rough. Freaking high fiber smoothies, my man. I can't sit down for too long these days. Let me get out of Crypto Face. If you guys don't know him, he's an awesome guy. I'd recommend watching his channel. That's scared money, don't make money. All right, there we go. Let's get out of that. I am going to keep track of some of the high short interest stocks for the next few days. I want to see if there's any other sympathies besides Faraday Future Intelligent Electric. This one is probably shared along social media here pretty soon, so I would assume people are going to be talking about it. maybe B Riley Financial and Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat would be interesting to see if that thing can pop up. I don't know if people will like Beyond Meat or not though. Let's see though. Let's bump it up. How's my watch list doing? Buy during the dumps. How have they been over the last 30 days? I mean, yeah, everything's pretty much up the last 30 days except for Fallout Network. Because Fallout Network had a big pump a while ago, but we're still seeing okay moves, I think, over the last few weeks. The best one's 37%, the worst is 13%. I can live with these results for the last few weeks. I was really hoping for a little bit more time to buy them, though. But, you know, when good CPI data comes out, it kind of messes with a lot of stuff. Mayhem Maddox, FTX token to the moon is going to 10x. I mean, I'm so surprised that FTX found enough money to pay back all of its customers. I'm really happy about that because it's just been a complete, you know, horrible experience for a lot of people. When they first got into crypto, they probably had a bunch of money in FTX and all of a sudden, boom, they lost it all, which was absolutely horrible. That was one of the biggest news events of the year. Not this year, obviously, but when it happened, oh man, it was catastrophic. Utmost the consolidation of hashes. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying right there. And hey, Dusty, what indicator am I using? This one's the price action indicator from LuxAlgo. It's a paid one, so you could pay for it if you want to. If you want to, that's the big thing. Most of the time, I think people just settle for the smart money concepts. Sometimes I just get lazy as a streamer. Like, I don't want to draw the trend lines for everything going on. This is an easy way just to kind of show you guys, hey, there's some trend lines there. Pay attention. They're useful. Sometimes I think about changing the colors and whatnot, but I don't primarily for this one. But, you know, you can do a whole bunch of stuff in here, which I've always liked. Everything from the style, the different, patterns and stuff like that. But for the most part, I don't know. I've always, well, I don't know. You can always make it a little bit less opaque and stuff whenever it wants to update. But, seems to do a decent job. There we are. I've always kind of wanted to make the order blocks a little bit more poppy, but I don't do that either. Hey, Adam, yeah. What do you call it? It was brutal. Unspent transaction output. It's starting to sound like you're on a CNBC and whatnot. Let me see. Is there any? Want to see. Gotta check something on my list up here. There we go. Okay. And so far, Bitcoin's come back down to retest. It looks like it's trying to bounce off of this right now. The only thing I wish I could do with these types of trend lines here is that when I change time frames, they change as well. So I can't go to the 5-minute chart and expect that same trend line to show you guys, hey, we're bouncing off with the support, then we're trying to move higher. Instead, it makes a new trend line for the 5-minute chart, which is typically when I show you guys this stuff, I will typically have like 4 charts up to show you guys all the different ways to be trading it. If I get rid of smart money concepts, I go back over here. All right, you guys will see 4 different charts. A daily, a 4-hour, a 2-hour, and a 1-hour. The 1-hour I'll adjust to go into 15-minute charts and stuff like that. But even still, like, you know, you can see us trying to ride the wave back up here to $67,000. 2-hour, we saw the breakout right there. If you guys wanted to buy that, that was a nice move. Daily chart, we already broke out a while ago, that smaller trend line. Plus we had the shoulder, head, and shoulder breakout. I'm hoping to make a move up here towards $70,000. I'm hoping. We got a few $1,000 ahead of us, so we'll see. And of course the 4-hour breakout that we talked about, but this was all CPI here. I mean, that was all CPI. A beautiful move. Oh, sorry, all CPI. Beautiful move, but you know, it was you had to place your faith in God for that one. That was a doozy to try to hold throughout. And again, all of a sudden, boom, Bitcoin's coming back up, nice and easy. There we are. Bitcoin still has some momentum left in it, though. That's all we want to see. I like my blackberry sparkling water and wine. You know, maybe I should start drinking some wine. I can't drink it on screen though, so that means I have to try to go all the way over here, which is very, very hard to take a sip. Or I have to have a bendy straw, some shit going all the way across to drink some. I enjoy wine. I probably have like 50 bottles of wine in this house. I just don't drink it all too much. Wow, that was spicy. But yeah, I like wine. I guess right now, you know what? I just got a bottle of rosé. Maybe I'll drink some rosé all day type of thing later on this summer or spring. Yeah, this cigar. I hate when you get a bad quality cigar, but it happens every now and again, but super disappointed in this one. A little bit better now since it's towards the end. Alright, but I mean, Bitcoin has some life in it all of a sudden, you know? Nice little bounce. Buyers really want to see this sucker go up though, but I mean, again, we're heading right up to a level of resistance, so we still might have to cool off a little bit. You got your 6 at the moment? Oh no, 8, sorry. 8 what? Ooh. Academics drinks Henny out of the bottle on his YouTube live. Holy shit. I don't know if I can go that hard. I mean, the most I'm going to be doing is, for example, tomorrow I'm going to have a stream around 4 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock. I'm going to stream from like 3 to 5. After that, I'm going to head to the cigar lounge. From there, I'm going to live stream for a little bit with you guys at the cigar lounge, have a conversation and stuff like that. And I think it'll be fun. The only thing I have to worry about is I enjoy drinking and smoking a cigar outside. And there's a group of old guys, I don't know, just imagine a whole bunch of chill old guys like to watch basketball. And they're like the cool old guys that can say racial jokes to each other because they're both black and white, but everybody laughs because it's like, you know, it's just funny fucking humor. But they'll bring one of these large speakers out to play music, and it may just be jazz or some nice, you know, cigar loungy music, but it's usually not music that I can play on YouTube. Otherwise, YouTube would end the stream. You know. So what I might have to do is I might have to take an ottoman for myself and a chair and move it away from everybody else, and then have a live stream smoking and stuff, which will be very, very difficult. So I'm trying to think of the best way to do it. Because again, it's going to be a Friday night. It's not like it's going to be some type of a slow night. And when I go to the lounges, I'm there for hours and hours and hours. So, you know, on average, I try to stay there. I'm usually there a minimum of 4 hours. At most, it's like 7 hours at the lounge, 8 hours at the lounge, which is a long ass time. And of course, you have to finish off the night with a lot of water, so you're not driving home buzzed or drunk, which can definitely not be a good thing. So don't do it, boys and girls. Haters gonna hate. Try Renwood. What is Renwood? Is that a cigar, or is that a wine, or is that a liquor, a hard liquor? Because no matter what, it seems like an interesting name that I actually want to try. Close my engine position for 35% gain. Put all in eyelid for the ride up. These early late mornings are the best time to find trades. Usually I like them quite a bit. It's usually because the dollar index is doing some fun stuff over here as the rest of the world's doing their shit. The American day is usually kind of following up on those moves set up for now. And hey, Rob, do I work out? I mean, the most I do for working out is maybe like an hour and a half a day on a bike. Or more likely, I just go on a lot of walks with Loki. I prefer the walks along the beach and stuff personally over using the bike. But something about the bike is always just easier because you're not actually having to leave the house. You can kind of work on your phone. You can work on the laptop. You can do work while on the bike. So typically it's the bike. But yeah, I guess the bike is the easiest. I hate doing treadmills and shit like that. Even though I have a treadmill in my house too. I can't stand treadmills, man. I just don't like it at all. I hate the sound. I hate the sound of a treadmill. Renwood is a wine. Ooh. And hey, Ruzbeth, every day 30% of life. I appreciate that a lot. I'm happy somebody's making some good money here. I have to try it. I'm one of my friends is opening up a cigar shop up in I think Woodinville is the name. It's a little bit away from me, but it's right in the smack dab of a whole wine shopping mall, like, you know, a whole bunch of stores around wine. And they're building like a 5-star hotel and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to see that area, and I'm probably gonna buy a bunch of wine over there. But I have to try that Renwood wine. Renwood wine. If they got red, I'll be drinking that a lot. You got your share from crypto? There you go. I mean, right now, crypto is doing pretty well. And hey, Anthony, right now, you just joined. What's the short term? I mean, right now, we're bullish. We're trying to bounce off the 50-day moving average, and we're trying to head back up towards around $68,000, $69,000. That's the goal by the end of today's trading candles, to have that larger move. It's going to be a struggle to make it, but right now, we're pretty close to that breakout, as you can see by that line right there. If I zoom out a little bit longer, we're just trying to break out above this right here. That'll take us up much higher. If I go over here to an hourly chart, you can see that level of resistance kind of clearly. Next level of resistance is up here towards $67,000. Today is really all about breaking this move. Kind of imagine that right there. Once that happens, we start heading all the way back up here to 71,000. For me, I would say it's not going to be that easy just to go launching back up, but I do think there's an opportunity for us to grind back up there. But again, today, just looking for the breakout to move higher. It's going to be a struggle to do that, but I think we have a good opportunity just because of the good CPI data we've been having over the last few days. It might not be easy, like I said, but churn, have a nice move. Maybe in the next few hours we have another Bitcoin move, because right now you're seeing altcoins up like anywhere from like, 0% obviously, all the way up to like 11, 15%. So I'm enjoying those moves. And hey, Adam, he's actually not here. He's somewhere else. When he comes down to say hello, I think he's mad at me for being up this late, to be honest. When he does come and say hello to me, I will put the full screen on so you guys can see him. Hey Rob, Bitcoin Cash. I mean, it's up a little bit so far, so it's been good, but yeah, that weekly chart's just turning bearish on the MACD. It's been bearish for a while on the RSI. I mean, it got rejected off of that. This is a pretty, yeah, okay, so that's not the first one. So it got rejected. It's still churning up a little bit. Right now, you're kind of just waiting to see if it's going to end up holding this support level way over here. So this is a weekly chart, so that can happen in a long time. Your large support level, oh, it's actually still holding up right now, actually. So your support at this point is kind of around 432, but it's grinding up because it's an upward trend. As far as today, the 20 still seems to be a good level. It's pretty volatile here, honestly. Your resistance level is close to 515, but it's just now turning bullish on a lot of the MACD, stochastics, and stuff. So you might see it come back up here towards 520. After that, it still might need to consolidate a little bit longer before moving up, but it is turning from neutral to bullish at this point. Not the best thing out there in the world, but still moving up. And yeah, and it's making its way back above the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart. It hasn't been back above this thing since, geez, April 14th. It's been a hot minute. When's the last time we had a golden cross here? All the way over here? Was it time before that? Golden cross, that ended up moving up pretty well. Golden cross, a little bit, but not much. This one ended up moving. Usually the golden crosses do matter when it's the 50 and the 200 on the 4-hour chart, it looks like. So you give this maybe a week or so, it should have a nice move up where it breaks out above 480. Is that 484? And start heading back up here towards 528. Then hopefully, if you're lucky, back up towards 660. But it's still kind of in a grinding phase where it's trying to find its bottom. And if Bitcoin can continue moving higher, the bottom is in. If Bitcoin does get forced to come back down here towards 57,000, or just even down here down 60,000, you'll probably see Bitcoin Cash take another dump here just because of how Bitcoin has been gaining dominance amongst a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, let's see. What do you call him? Yeah, he's salty at me right now. I don't know what he's doing though. I think he's sleeping in the bonus room I have. Not this bonus room, the other. What is it, like an extra kind of, you can almost think of like an extra guest room that has extra stuff in it. But yeah, I think he's sleeping in there just to be close, but not He doesn't want to deal with me at this point in time. Redwood, my favorite color of MAC lipstick. I don't think I own any lipstick, but you never know. Maybe one of these days I'll get something. Maybe for Halloween? I don't know. I have no idea how to apply lipstick. All I've seen lipstick applying is what on the movies and whatnot. But then I don't know. It seems like such a weird color to have for a lipstick. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's not my forte. Alright. AVAX is actually pumping up a little bit right now too. AVAX is up 8% right now. Let's see. Pendle's up a little bit too. Yes, Injective. We're seeing some altcoins just absolutely take off. I'm hoping that we can get some of the other tokens, like World Token, to take off maybe a little bit. It's not really doing the best of jobs right now. It's fine. Fetch AI is not doing anything. NMR is not doing much. I'm hoping that by holding these at least for a few more hours, they can consolidate and move back up. Book of Meme, no, not much happening here. ADA, oh, look at that. I mean, there's definitely tokens trying to make rallies right now. Dollar index, oh, the dollar index is going up here. That's what's going on. Bitcoin isn't going to like that. So I think that's why we're having a little bit more caution at this point. Can you hold Ethereum trade on the Monday on the bearish side? You could hold it. I don't know if it ended up being that profitable. This week's going to be pretty volatile as the bulls and bears fight over that 50-day moving average. You're looking at a lot more bullish momentum happening for Bitcoin, but maybe that doesn't transfer completely over to Ethereum. We were talking about Solana being very bullish for today. Ethereum was kind of more of a meh. And I guess Solana's moving up today. It's up 6%. Ethereum is not moving up hardly at all. I don't know if I'd be shorting Ethereum right now. If you wanted to short it, I might let it run up a little bit more and then try to take an opportunity for it. But I would definitely have a stop loss there just to protect yourself. All right, let me see. That's good. Right there. Yeah, everything else seems to be fine so far. Pre-market. Oh, I told you guys I'd want to be buying this shit in the morning. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. I've traded GameStop too much in my life to know. After all hope is lost is usually when you want to buy up, but you're not going to be holding throughout the whole day of the trading session. You're definitely going to be day trading this sucker. Let me get rid of all that crap. I mean, that thing just took off in the morning. $28 all the way to $30, back down to $29, all the way up to $32, coming back down to $31. There's some volatility here. They're trying to pump this shit up. I'd probably be out before the market opens, probably about 50% of my position, then letting the rest ride throughout the day. But that's just me. That's a beautiful move right here. And it's running up against a level of resistance. You give it a few more hours, I think it could have a nice breakout there, going back up towards 36, maybe even as high as $41 back up here. So GameStop seems to be getting ready for a really juicy day. I knew I should have bought some calls yesterday. Oh, or today. But we'll have to wait and see. Anytime GameStop's doing well, sometimes that translates to meme tokens as well. So you see Dogecoin taking off, Whiff is trying to, Bonk is trying to, Miro is up 4% so far off of a breakout. Miro could be good. Baby Doge maybe. Book of Meme is doing okay so far today. Looking for a larger breakout, it looks like. Yeah, I might see some good moves here. Hopefully it continues on. Hey, Kilo, happy to see you still going. Good evening, morning, Michael, Loki, all good morning, everybody. Yeah, Loki's... I usually look for him nowadays because he's been sleeping too close to my chair, so I can't move and I can't just get up when I want to. I have to do some swivels, make sure I'm not running over his poor little tail or something. Yeah, he's nowhere close to me right now. He's like, I just want to sleep. It's late. I can't blame him. And again, but yes, today is Friday. Oh, officially now. Yeah, now it is Friday. Now it is. Yeah. I should have grabbed another cigar. I'll pull out a better cigar tomorrow. This cigar doesn't have much left. I do have this older cigar that's been out here for a hot minute, but La Flor Dominicana. This one may be okay. Maybe I'll try to smoke this after I smoke this little bit of a nugget here. Damn, I thought it was Friday yesterday. Oh yeah, nope, not Friday, not Friday. It's well, it wasn't Friday. Now it's Friday. So again, yeah, Ethereum started to make a move again. Yeah, boy, you want to be careful about shortened Ethereum. Ethereum is making a play right now. Solana is still going higher. Altcoins are having a good day here. I'm still hoping that my AI tokens can make a move. Ajax is trying to recover after that drop. Same thing with Fetch AI, recovering after that drop. World token hopefully has a move too. And GameStop is having a good day already, so I'm just happy as can be. I want to see these things kind of all just hit the moon today. We've earned a very good Bitcoin day where altcoins and Bitcoin are all having great rallies. You know what I mean? But we've earned it. We've earned it. Solana is still moving higher. Look at that. Beautiful. Actually, when I look at this chart, it makes me want to have less order blocks. I usually don't like to have too many of them. Yeah, 2 is fine. There we go. I mean, we're looking at some nice moves. Let me get rid of the stochastic. There we got more wiggle room here. Breakout, change of character, buy, signals, beautiful. Plus a breakout structure. That was another one right there. But these are some big moves happening. Arbitrum's moving up finally. BNB is still consolidating. BNB, I'm watching it, but it hasn't really gone down a lot this bear market, this mini bear thing that we had. So I'm not sure if I should be buying up more of it. I've just been a little teeny bit of dollar cost averaging. Bitcoin Cash. Hey, there's your Bitcoin Cash move still happening a little bit more. Tick by tick at least. I know we looked at it a couple minutes ago, but it's just nice to revisit it. Chile's going back up. AVAX is up right now. Yeah, altcoins are taking off. Altcoins are definitely taking off right now. Now we have a few things like Sand that are just trying to make baby steps. Spell token baby steps, Sushi baby steps, but it's there. So I'm hoping from a percentage standpoint they can keep on moving up. Even some of these really low market cap ones like UFO Gaming, they're also doing okay. Like let me check out Turbo. I have a position on Turbo I've had for a little bit of time, but it's been working out so far. Turbo, it's bounced back up a little bit over the last couple of hours. Kind of in an odd way, but it's bounced. Anything else? Oh yeah, what about Popcat? I got some low market cap players I'm watching these days. Oh no, that thing's been coming down quite a bit. Look at this. Come back to consolidate. Maybe it'll continue riding on, but I mean, it's getting close to breaking down here. Hey, look at this. Any of these breakouts that are happening on your charts, you want to snag those up right now. And yeah, even Solana, look at that. Nice little day trade trying to pop up right there. It's already moved a lot, so make sure you guys are probably scalping some of this stuff, but still, we're in a good spot. Kind of. We're just waiting for Bitcoin to make its freaking move here. And for you guys, let's just draw this little bit of a rectangle right now. Just so you guys can see what the visible resistance level is. And why it's so hard for Bitcoin to just go straight up. Again, let it cook for a little bit. I'm okay. No, you wear it. Maybe you get a lucky kiss, silly guy. Oh, man. No, I can't say I've ever worn lipstick. I think the worst thing I've ever worn on me was probably Halloween makeup, where I think I had like some splotched white paint on my parts of my face. I think that's about as bad as it ever got with me and makeup and stuff. I don't know how women do makeup. I really don't. I see, you know, I've had exes and stuff like that. They have like whole kits and things like that. I bought makeup for them, but at the end of the day, I don't even buy makeup anymore. When I'm dating a girl, it's just like, hey, here's a gift card to Sephora. I know what like you know what you like. Go buy it using the gift card. I feel like it's so much more productive, and they actually use the stuff so much more. But I'm not an expert in the game, man. I am the opposite. I'm just I don't even know. I don't know. see. And hey, Football Dream, ICP's breaking out too. Let me see. And everything's making a move at this point. Let me see ICP. Yeah, look at that. We're seeing some beautiful moves here. Link is still moving up a little bit here. Still grinding, not as much of a parabolic move because it's already had that move, but like stuff like Sand, Mana, they're just starting their breakouts here, which is kind of nice. Sand is, you know, again, starting it, having that larger breakout, trying to move up higher. I'm really hoping that while this is happening, Bitcoin at the same time can at least try to break out. Because if Bitcoin starts breaking out, oh god, that's the good day for Bitcoin. That's like $2,000 a day. We're hitting up like $67,000, $68,000. All of a sudden, altcoins are going from more neutral, bearish to to pretty much neutral, bullish, or just flat out bullish, depending on the tokens you're looking at. It'll be a golden day for sure if we can just get above this hurdle. This hurdle is something. It is something. It's definitely something here. And if you guys can, please make sure to like the stream. I don't know why nobody ever likes the stream. I don't know how to get people to like the stream. I'm going to maybe just start asking people more often to do it, or maybe I'll pin a comment saying, hey, everybody, like the stream, and like the stream for the algo, something like that, you know, or like the stream and then comment 3 words. As far as I know, the way YouTube will rank stuff is it wants to see people liking, sticking around to watch the video, and then they want people commenting, which is one of the reasons I'm always free for most of you guys commenting a bunch of stuff, as long as it's not just spam. I'm usually okay with it because I need the comments. The comments are good for the algorithm. And it's usually why once the comments die down, I end the stream, because YouTube will understand like, oh, nobody's commenting. It's probably nobody's watching the stream paying attention. So I'm like, it just stops promoting the stream as well. So it's always kind of a weird little balance when it comes to YouTube. But again, the YouTube algorithm, like I've said before, is just it's a wild animal that I have yet to understand completely. Oh, it's right there. Hey, Roddy, for that, I appreciate it. Funny enough, it wants to have, I think, like at least 3 or 5 words for each comment, which is kind of crazy if you ask me. But when I think about it, a lot of people do usually have that many comments and whatnot. Oh, look who came over. Look who came over. This little guy. See? I don't know why, but he came over to say hi. Come here. Yeah. He's gonna. There you go. There you go. Yeah. He's having a good day. Who doesn't like lamb treats? Who doesn't like lamb, right? Funny enough, I don't actually like lamb all too much, but if Loki likes it, it's fine. He eats more lamb than I do. He's a good boy. Alright, there we go. Now he's chilling over here. See? He makes his way around. But see, this means I can't swivel around and move like I normally would. Yeah, but you'll see him. He likes to... See? This is what he normally does in the stream. Which is hence why I zoomed out the camera a little bit more today. So you guys can see more. Even if you guys see my air conditioner here. He comes over for nice little pets and whatnot. Yeah, I've never been one to like videos. I actually used to like the button as a way to build a playlist of liked videos. I have since grown out of that habit. As you like, appreciate it. Well, again, it's very weird because I think people used to like videos a lot more when they could see the downvotes. But ever since YouTube took away the downvote thing because people were getting harassed with downvotes or something, I think it just, people stopped doing it as much, you know? What I've learned to do is I downvote primarily only on shorts, because the shorts algorithm on YouTube is just god awful. I wish it would just give me really good stuff that I like, but there's so much bad stuff on there I just do not like, and the algorithm just does not understand me. So I usually am staying over on TikTok until the YouTube algorithm is is just a little bit better. And hey, Jay, happy to see my man. What did I tell you about the market cipher be bullish divergence last night? Oh, you were saying that. Also, I did talk to CryptoFace. We're going to talk tomorrow, but he's going to give me a code to access market cipher for free. So like I have a layout for Lux Algo, I'm going to make a full trading layout for market cipher here once I learn how to use it properly. And then I'll have it as part of my setup. So if you ever have questions about like, hey, do you see this divergence? Do you see this this signal? I can actually go over to my market cipher section and I can actually then just pop it up and actually see what you're talking about, right? It will take me some time to learn how to use it. It always does. I probably won't become very good at it until the beginning of next month, and that's because I have maybe like a week to try it out, test it out, another week to really learn everything I can about it, and then after that, I'm kind of in Texas for those few days for the Consensus Expo, which is a big blockchain event for those of you guys that don't know. It's held by CoinDesk, but it's in Austin, Texas, which I have to go down there for it. I got myself a media pass, and I got the opportunity to interview some people, mostly in the gaming arena, I think. Well, a lot of areas, but I think the ones that resonated with me were the gaming ones. Let me see. Hold on. So I got this one. I believe you're going to be at the Garden Consensus. I'm sure you're going to be very busy with interviews. Please see the brief overview of clients we have in attendance at the event below. Do let me know if you're interested in setting up an interview. Radix, so I can interview these people. Web3, the way it should be. This could be kind of interesting. So, make every interaction with your token simple, you know. That could be interesting. So it's like the Apple Store for Web3 apps, which could be interesting. I'd actually like to do something about that. Then there's Pierce Riard, the CEO of Radix, so I can talk with him. That could be interesting. And then blockchain gaming, Shrapnel, one of the most anticipated games of Web3. This could be kind of cool. Maybe I can get access to it for free and play it, you know, since I finally got my computer fixed up. Okay, this cigar is dead to me. I'm going to see if I can go with this older cigar now. I just forgot to put it back upstairs, but maybe it'll work out. Before that, though, so, you know, game. Earthfall. Is there any social media with this? You got X account. There we go. Now I know you guys can't hear the sound, but just bear with me. So if this is a blockchain game, I think I'd probably be open to trying it out at least. Now I have no idea exactly how you play or make money. Oh, the draw is still perfect. It's a little bit funny tasting, but it's perfect. Yeah. There we go. Cut the top off funny, but this could be interesting. So I might try to do an interview with them, see if I can get free access to it and just play it on a Saturday night. Have a good time. I think that could be fun. And then digital asset custody Palisade. It's a French regulated digital asset custodian by Ripple, or backed by Ripple. All right. So this might be something also. I don't know much about it, but I'd still like to I mean, the CEO looks pretty darn chill, so I'd probably interview him just because he is chill. Yeah, could be interesting. Could be very, very interesting. And then, okay, so let me go back over here very fast. Let me get rid of this very fast. I got more emails than that from those people, though, so. This one from Izzy. This one from Sullivan. So Sullivan has some more for me here. Parity Technologies. Company Agoric. Some of these are like above my head, so I won't know what to ask the people. Interchain, president of Interchain Foundation. Company Demetra. I don't know what this is. I'm trying to figure this stuff out. I haven't even looked at these emails yet, to be honest. So, you know, but again, I still got some time before I got to set up interviews and that type of stuff. Increase yield, reduce cost, mitigate risk, increase compliance. Oh. Solving deforestation with AI. Oh, for you green guys. Oh, could be interesting. And they got a YouTube and an X account. AI-driven farming, increase yield, reduce cost. Interesting. AI farming is probably going to be huge too, so I might just ask some questions just out of curiosity. But most of the stuff, it goes over my head by a mile. By a mile. Another one is from Gareth. This is more of a personalized one. Solo Cisse, can't pronounce that name. CEO and founder of Let's Get New Money. Oh, I see. Galaxy app, CEO and founder. So what exactly is this? For creators, by creators. This is the website? Oh, okay. I guess I can only play the trailer. Oh, it's a 2-minute trailer. Social marketplace for artists, athletes, entertainers. Oh, so I can sell you guys stuff here. Oh, okay. Maybe not my cup of tea. I don't really sell stuff like that, but could be interesting just to kind of hear what's going on. You never know. You never know. But yeah, I got some opportunities to interview some people coming up. And Adam, I'd make one, but you know my tutorials, they are long. Because it'll be a tutorial, and then the way I've been designing it now is I'd probably make a trading strategy out of that I feel that works quite well. Like, I'm sure he gives a lot of good signals and stuff like that, but I would make some mad hack contraption that like works like 80 to 90% of the time, and that'd be the go-to for me. But see, I got to do a shit ton of back testing for every strategy that I show you guys. I do so much back testing, That's why although my videos don't get as many views as other people, when you guys do watch my videos, usually they work out pretty well. Who's Jason Casper? Let's see. Hey Brendan, even something like a compound that's having a late breakout, it should do okay as long as Bitcoin's able to make that move by the end of the trading day for Bitcoin, which means like, you know, tomorrow basically, or later on today, I guess, you know, if you're going from my time zone. We're waiting to see if Bitcoin can have that breakout. Compound should still do fine overall, but Compound's always been interesting to me because it's one of the few lower market cap tokens on Robinhood. So I always assume it's going to do great things during an altcoin season. But right now, of course, we're not in altcoin season, so it's just been kind of like dying slowly, like all the other tokens, kind of draining, waiting for the opportunity to finally pop back up. Some people just have that CEO name. I know. The only that person, one of those people, the person that was a CEO that I wanted to interview, they went to the Wharton School of Business, which means they come from some money. So it'd be interesting to just kind of see what the people that are like the wealthy people, what exactly do they see is the profitable area in blockchain? Because I'm always curious about that. Like for me, I just like to see what I like to see. So for me, I like to see the gaming side of blockchain technology. Maybe yield, so you know I can put my money away somewhere, I can get some good returns on it in a safe manner. That's better than what I can get from like my bank or a CD or something. That's interesting. But you know, most other stuff when it comes to like infrastructure, like, you know, JavaScript, Python, and, you know, it goes over my head. I'm not that sophisticated in that, like that those departments. But gaming, oh yeah, I know how to game. I know how to have a good time. It's stuff like that, you know. Hey Kilo, I hope you get a drone soon. I like the freestyle FPV ones, but cinematic vids would be fun also. The one I'm probably gonna get here, I'm saving up for a lot of shit. Otherwise, I'd be treating myself to a lot more stuff. Basically, I had a lot of fun in Vegas, as you guys know. Even though they paid for most of my trip, I still had some expensive dinners, let's just say that, and some expensive drinks. Hence, when you go to the club and you order lots of doubles, and each double is $75, not including tip. You know, Marquee nightclub is wild. And then I'm buying my sister a new espresso machine, helping sister with a new apartment, grandparents' birthday, Loki's birthday, sister's birthday. God, my budget's gonna be fucking slammed. Not terribly, but it just means I have to literally pull out more crypto. That's, I mean, more money. That's all it ever means. But what do you call? I hate spending money, but I like doing it for family. I guess family makes it worth it. But the drone I'm looking to get is actually just going to be this DJI drone. I was looking at it when I was in Vegas at the expo. They had a big, massive booth, and camera drones. Are these it? No, I feel like these are small. Maybe these are it. Yeah. Yeah, it's this one. It's $2,100, but it has 5K resolution. This one has 4K, so I was actually thinking this one might actually be better for the HDR mode. I'm still kind of on the fence. Plus, this was like $1,000 less. But this is digital video transmission, which could be really cool. I'd probably say this is enough though, so I might just get this one. Immersive flight. I saw some of these. They looked really cool. They had a little like arena where you could fly them and try to, you know, do all that cool stuff. But for me, I think it's probably the DJI Air 3. These ones seem to be the best ones, and you can get the fly more combo, and it looks like it's pretty cool because it has some extra stuff with it. I think I'm gonna go with that one. It's like $1,500, but it definitely seems worth it. 46-minute flight time. I think that's more than enough for me. I would probably go to the beach and stuff like that and just do the drone. My thing is I wouldn't be able to take Loki to the beach because he'd be like taking my full attention away. If Loki sees a deer in the woods or a seal in the water, he goes berserk and he starts actually barking and stuff. Not like crazy barking, but he's yelping at me to let him off the chain so he can go chase it. And I'm like, no. And funny enough, he doesn't angrily bark at people all too often, but when he wants something, he will let you know. It's right here very fast. Oops, sorry. I got a DJI Mini 2. I'd love to get the DJI Mini 3 if I could afford one. What do you call it? I mean, they are pretty pricey, but I think they're worth it. I think they're worth it, especially if you don't have to buy them every year or something like that. You know, I really like that. Plus, whenever I do move to Panama or Thailand, I want to take a lot of landscape videos because I'm looking to make some videos where maybe I go out, like, you know, I go out like for a couple hours and I just record with, you know, switchable batteries. I just record a couple hours of just landscapes. I pay some editor over in Thailand or Panama, you know, like $30 to edit it for me in a very simple cut, and then boom, you know, I just have an extra little source of income. I'm hoping that I can give that channel eventually to my sister in case she ever wants to go into the YouTube world. She'll have that source of income to kind of help her out. Won't be like viral stuff, but it'll be money. Hey buddy, do you mind looking at a token for me? Not trying to get one of those shillers to get the FPV drone, trust me. Let's see, what is that one? Maybe this one from B&H. Did this go out too? Jeez, I am just talking and talking and talking and not smoking and not smoking. I like the remote. I like simple remotes like this where I can feel like it's a video game controller. That thing looks futuristic and drone-like. Holy shit, I am not used to looking at something like that. Oh, with the eye cameras? Oh, damn. Maybe that might be worth something here. I don't know. The headset is what I'm really interested in. Yeah, I would love to get something like that. If I can get a headset, I feel like it just makes everything so much easier for me to, like, you know, fly and stuff. Flyaway coverage and insurance, they replace it, no problem. Oh, that'd be cool too, yeah. Definitely worth the 80 bucks. Binaural beats. Oh god, binaural beats are a crazy little thing. I remember I tried binaural beats one time. I like them every now and again, but I remember trying them one time, and they gave me like heat flashes. They make me sweat a lot. So just this one video, I forget what it was called, but it was crazy. It was one that was supposed to put you to sleep, but every time I do it, I'd fall asleep, but I'd just wake up and I'd be extremely hot, and I had no idea why. What's the data coming out tomorrow? I don't know, but let's see. I didn't think there was anything big. Maybe jobs? U.S. leading economic indicators comes out tomorrow, and then Fed Governor Christopher Waller speaks. Those are the only two things coming out tomorrow. Next week we have Jerome Powell talking on Sunday as a commencement speech. That's not going to do anything. Monday, Fed Vice Chair speaks, remarks, speaks. Tuesday speaks. Wednesday is next time we actually have interesting data. Existing home sales, minutes of Fed's May FOMC meeting. That'll be interesting. Thursday, initial jobless claim. So I'd probably say things might get spicy going into next Wednesday, Thursday. Tomorrow we have a little bit of data, but I don't think it's going to be something surprising. If it is, that'd be weird. But it could happen. And Friday, durable goods, consumer sentiment final. So I'd probably say Wednesday, Thursday is where the most news is going to come for the next few weeks, or next couple weeks. After that, we have to wait because then it just goes back to the last week, you know. But yeah, it looks like it's nothing too crazy here. Digital is brain text? Oh. I mean, I'll figure it out. It's not at the top of my list right now. Once I get my sister her espresso machine, I feel like she'll be fine. I'm going to get her one of these... Oh, latte love. And if I can go over here to espresso machine. I think I'm going to get her a semi-automatic. But I'm not entirely sure if she would want a semi-automatic or a full automatic. I think a semi-automatic for her is going to be fine. And then hers is capped at 2,000. There's one I was looking at before. Did it clock it? Oh, it did. Okay. And then I wanted to do reservoir. Doesn't matter from Italy or Germany. Doesn't matter there. And best-selling. Oh, this is fine. Where is it at? This one. I feel like she'd like this one. There was this one, and there was one more. Had the wooden handles. Bazera, is that it? Might have been the Bazera. Okay. Could have been this one. But it's one of these two. I still haven't decided the best one. But you can see it. Nice little espresso machine. Nice little espresso machine. This one looks a little bit better to me, but I don't know if she'd actually remember how to turn all those knobs and stuff, so I'm kind of having some faith in her to buy her next espresso machine. But I'm trying to teach her, you can save a lot of money by making your coffee at the dorm or your apartment before going off to campus and buying, every day, because it's expensive nowadays. But yeah, just a little coffee machine like this. I think she'll like it quite a bit. Little wooden knobs, good stuff here. I think she'd appreciate it. That type of stuff. But yeah, I'm be doing that. Buy my grandmother a birthday present, buy Loki a birthday present. Anything else happened this summer? No, then I got trips. So I'm gonna visit my friend Tyler over in Philadelphia. I'm going over to Nashville for Bitcoin Nashville. I'm gonna hang out with Crypto Face over there. It'll be nice to meet him in person. And then I have, at the end of this month, I have Texas. I want to try some good barbecue. It's worth it once the learning curve gambit. That'll be nice. Aerial meditation, just flying around, and it's fun and fat sharks. I love it. And on the fat sharks, love it. I've seen channels that do it. I may even know somebody that runs a channel like that. Maybe not like in person, but I can probably find somebody that can ask them some questions. She might lose an eye if you give her a fully automatic. What do you call? Give her a BYD Seagull. Oh, gee. Oh, oh yeah. Get a nice little new car. I bet she'd actually love that one. Hey, gamer. It's always worth it to master that type of cinematography because it always looks so beautiful. Once you get to that level, it looks gorgeous. You add some filters, you add some LUTs and stuff. It's absolutely great. I'm hoping I can have I hope I can video record in a kind of like a neutral pattern so I can add LUTs to it over time. One is like controlling a robot, the other is like flying. Yeah, I want to go fly. I want to fly. Let's see. FAA certified? Holy moly. All right, let me see how everything's doing right now. I still see a lot of stuff. I mean, Loom's come back up a little bit here. Some stuff is continuing to grind. We do got stuff dying back down a little bit. Not bad, but it's cooling off a little bit here. Everything is basically waiting to say, hey, Bitcoin, are you going to be able to move, or are you gonna stagnate here? How are some of these looking? Still okay. I can't wait for the day that Fairdesk portfolio turns green. Because guess what? There's going to be a whole bunch of people saying, hey, can I buy now? Can I buy now? I'm like, dude, the time to buy was when everything was really shitty. Oh, man. Any other news that's new here? Let me refresh the page. China consumption slows as retail sales and investment data disappoint. Russia makes further gains in Kharkiv. Massive Ukrainian drone attack causes power outage in Crimea. Cartier's doing good, or Richmont's doing good. Richmont, I can't pronounce that name. FEMA deals laws employees sell shares at 12% valuation. Affluent consumers are creating a bubble at Walmart. A bubble at Walmart? What? I like how they say affluent. What does that even mean? Even though affluent shoppers helped drive the retailer's last beat on quarterly results, former Walmart US CEO Bill Simon warns they'll be hard to keep. The Walmart experience is better than it used to be, but it's still not a premium experience. Walmart is built on convenience, cost, and assortment, not on service. Yeah, I mean, that's true, but I mean, if even the wealthy people, I'm not talking about like millionaires, but even if people that are like, making 80,000, 70,000, even if they're struggling so much because of all the high prices and then the mortgages going up and that type of stuff, even if they're shopping at Walmart, I'm sure it's not terrible. I haven't shopped at Walmart in years now, but when I used to go there, I think the only thing I didn't like was the lines, nothing else. I didn't think it was like a bad experience to go shopping there. Maybe you saw some questionable characters there, but I think it was just the lines, honestly. But that's why whenever I'd go to Walmart, I'd just go shopping, late at night, Yeah, shop around 11 o'clock, midnight. I never had an issue. Nobody ever cared, Maybe you had somebody following you around because they thought you were trying to steal some shit. But that's about as much as I think I'd ever have to worry about Walmart. China is offering a 30-year 1 trillion yuan bond today. Oh my God. I mean, that is insane. That is absolutely insane. Still going down a little bit here. GameStop's chilling out a little bit off that resistance level. Yeah. Wonder if it'll break down here and I can actually buy some up later on tonight. I'll be asleep. What am I talking about? Opened up to a nice move, came back up, consolidated, waiting for that breakout, I guess. Maybe once it gets back above 30, it'll shoot back up. I guess there's still plenty of time though. It's only like 2 o'clock in the morning. There's more than a few hours before the market opens up. Meanwhile, Bitcoin just like chilling here, waiting for that move. Being very, very boring. We're not bad. Anything else here? No, I think we're good to go. All right, everybody. I'm going to call it a night here. I need to get some sleep so I can wake up tomorrow and do a stream with you guys. As far as I'm concerned, do I think AMC will run? If GameStop's running, I think AMC will run for sure. I don't expect it to be a massive, massive day. But, you know, a 20% day, a 15% day, I think that'd be plenty. I'd be in and out type of trades, though. I might not hold over the weekend. Again, it just kind of like when you make these trades, you're gambling in the first place, not really looking for some type of income. When you are gambling on this stuff, you can usually do whatever strategy you want to. For me, I'd probably just be in and out sometime today. But if I was going to look to have more fun with it and just kind of like leave a little bit of money in there, I'd be okay with leaving some money in there over the weekend, to be frank. But anyway, I'm going to call it a night, everybody. I'm getting kind of tired here. And I think I'm going to stream tomorrow around like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. Then I'm going to head to the lounge and I'm going to see if there's an opportunity for me to stream with you guys tomorrow. It basically is dependent on whether or not they're playing music outside. If they're playing loud music, I can't stream. If they're not playing music, I can stream with you guys for a little bit and just talk and hang out and then smoke a cigar and then drink some, whiskey. Which shouldn't be too bad. And thanks, Cryptic Sniper. I appreciate that a lot. You guys all have a good rest of your night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Get ready for a lot more of these streams coming up. They will not be on Fridays and Saturdays because those are the nights I usually will drink, and I don't want to turn up too buzzed here while I'm streaming with you guys. I'll have to be wine buzzed, not whiskey, bourbon, and cognac buzzed. Thanks.